What is good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another Marvel Rivals video. Today we've got something very interesting to talk about. If you enjoy it, feel free to drop a like on it. Be sure to hit the subscribe button. And as always, I really appreciate the support on these videos. They've been doing absolutely amazing. So, yeah, as always, let me know in the comments down below what you think about this information. And let's get into it. So, right here, the title reads Marvel Rivals Leak reveals possible PVE boss fight details. Now, I know what you're thinking. PVE boss fight details sounds pretty different to what we are playing at the moment. Now, I'll be honest, I'm going to be the first one to say I did not expect a PVE game mode of Marvel Rivals, you know, especially with a boss fight. So it says here, last month, first details linked about a potential player versus environment mode for Marvel Rivals. While the mode has yet to be confirmed by the developers NetEase, more potential information has made its way online. The mode will apparently be called Infinity Crisis and will see players teaming up to take on a massive boss. The leak was shared on Twitter by data miners and it's definitely an interesting sight. The clips that were posted show Storm taking on a monster that looks like a Kraken, however this appears to be some kind of placeholder. A Kraken-inspired monster immediately led to speculation on social media that this could be connected to Shuma Gorath, who has appeared in a lot of past Marvel games. However, it's worth noting that there have been rights issues over that name in the last few years, so it could be Gigantonos instead. Some posters of Marvel Rivals leaks subreddit have also speculated that it could be Monstro, a deep-cut Lee Kirby monster. Notably, Monstro is a reference to Luna Snow's in-game lore, so it's possible that it has a hint of things to come. Just as we saw Dracula references in Moon Knight's hero story. While all of this sounds exciting, readers should be aware that the model discovered in this particular data mine came directly from Unity's asset store, which XOX leaks notes in a follow-up post. What does this mean? At this time, it's very hard to say. However, the data miners have discovered other things connected to a boss fight, including an area of effect attack. So this could all be legitimate thing the team is working on, but the final foe could be much different from the placeholder shown in the footage. A PvE mode would be great for NetEase to change up the gameplay in Marvel Rivals and gives players a little bit more variety. For now, readers are going to have to take this with a grain of salt, as I always say in these videos, but multiple sources talking about PvE mode over the last few weeks, it seems like NetEase is working on something behind the scenes. If it does arrive, hopefully the mode will give players something that feels unique from the main game, while still feeling connected to the game's world. Which is awesome news, to be honest with you. To be honest, I never thought there would be a PvE mode in this game. They could definitely do something with a PvE mode, and I wouldn't say no to it, because I feel like it would be a lot of fun. Personally, I feel like it would be great for new players as well, for those who don't want to play, you know, multiplayer right away, they don't want to play competitive right away. They could just go play some single player, learn the game's movement a little bit, try out some characters, whilst enjoying the single player PvE mode a little bit, you know? So I feel like it would definitely help the newer players understand the game a bit more. Because I know a lot of people that want to play multiplayer, but it can be intimidating for some of those casual gamers who are not playing the game constantly and who might get a little bit out of touch from the game's movement and touch and stuff like that. So for the time being, people playing Marvel Rivals are happy with the current content available. Season 1 started last month and saw the arrival of Fantastic Four and Dracula. There have been a number of additional heroes and villains leaked for the game over the past few months, including several members of the X-Men and even villains like Ultron. Would you like to see a PvE mode added to Marvel Rivals? What villains do you think would work for that type of thing? Share your thoughts on Twitter, blah 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 blah. So basically they have came out and said there has been some data miners online talking about a potential PvE mode, and they found information regarding a big boss fight. Now I'm totally down for that. If they do it well and they execute the PvE well, I could definitely see it working. And you know, it would be quite awesome to see how they do it, because a lot of people play competitive on this game, they might want a break, you know, every now and again, just to be like, look, I've been playing it for like 6-7 hours, maybe longer. Let's play some PvE for like an hour or two before we wrap up and call it a day. So maybe the PvE would give players a little bit of a breather, a little bit of space from the main game, and make sure that people don't go insane playing the main game, you know, because I know multiplayer and competitive can get really, really frustrating for some people. So honestly, I would love to see this come into play, whether it's, you know, just a single player thing or whether it's a co-op thing. Maybe you could invite a couple of friends to help you take down the boss. I don't know how it will work. I don't know if it will ever come into play and when it will happen, but it sounds pretty interesting to me. I would love to try out some new characters on that game mode, really get a sense and idea of how they feel. I would imagine that the characters you use on that game mode would feel relatively the same compared to the multiplayer movement and attacks and stuff like that. I just feel like the single player would definitely give players an opportunity to learn characters that they don't feel comfortable with learning in the multiplayer side of things. So honestly, PvE for Marvel Rivals would be a pretty awesome thing to see. Whether this is coming out soon or whether this is a plan for the future, it seems pretty cool in my opinion, but it's not what I think, it's what you lot think. So feel free to let me know in the comment section. PvE for Marvel Rivals, what do you think? Would you play it? Would you like to see it? What did you think of the article? Do you think you know, they made some pretty good points? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. One thing I do want to say about the PvE is a lot of games you know, make some great PvE modes, and I don't think Overwatch had a PvE mode. I don't think it ever tried to have one. If it did, I never played it, so I could be mistaken there. But honestly, with the amount of cool characters we have in this game right now and coming up, I definitely think a single player could work. I just hope that they introduce it in a well-produced way and don't just go, yep, here you go, learn it yourself. Maybe try and build it up a little bit. Maybe put some clues on the multiplayer maps, and then maybe a little notice board message on the main menu where the news posts are, and you know, build it up, make it a little bit fun for people, instead of just shoving it into the game and people go, oh, what's this? You know, make it fun. So we'll see what happens with the PvE moving forward, if it will happen. Who would you like to see as a villain? Honestly, I don't really mind. Maybe Thanos would be a pretty funny idea, but you never know what could happen with this game mode on this game. So thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments, like I said, what you think. Feel free to drop a like, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.